Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, Sports Talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
The Texas Rangers win the World Series.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off sake. This is a cool night or what? Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
As we always like to say, the more margaritas you have in it, the better we get. You know?
Yes.
That's it. You guys know that. If you watch this thing every week or every 2 weeks or however often we do it, you know that the more you have to drink, the better we get. Yeah.
We're so much funnier.
We're a lot funnier. We're a lot smarter. We're even better looking. So there you go. Well, hi. This is episode number 251
Wow.
of Your Dark Companion.
Sarah's gone for 9 of them.
Yes.
No
and-
way.
Yeah.
You are the leader in the
9?
clubhouse.
Yeah. I think
why
you are the leader in the clubhouse.
Wow, y'all.
We'll
I
go
lost
9.
count.
You
I
got a
should have worn
jacket
my
for it.
jacket. It's too hot.
It is too hot.
Next time.
9 times.
Yeah.
9 times.
I think the next gift is like a Rolex. Is that right?
I don't think so.
We might
No?
wait to have you on.
If you want to think that, go ahead.
Yeah. Or like diamond earrings. I could use a pair. No?
Might be a little bit before we get you back on then.
And she never came back
Yeah.
Yeah,
again.
you may have to wait a couple minutes on that one.
Have you back and just probably take about 5 minutes.
Well, today we are reaching into that wonderful, wonderful, rich trove of talent that you find at the Dallas Morning News. For a couple who have been on with us before, one I believe we've determined is the leader in the clubhouse on YDC
Yeah.
appearances with, what was it, 9?
9.
It's 8 or 9, something like that.
Something
We're going
like
with
that.
9. We inflate
Yeah.
our numbers around here.
We have something less
He
than
was certainly too high.
Fair enough.
we have something less than the guys in Cooperstown who keep tabs on everything baseball, keeping tabs on this thing, you know. We're a little loose.
A little more freewheeling.
But this is August 13th. Is that right?
I think it's the 12th.
Oh, 12? Well, screw me.
You got the show number
I never
right.
know what date it is.
13th, I'm going to be at the beach, so it's the 12th.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the 12th.
Last night did a number on him.
All right, now you're seeing Evan Grant here and Sarah Blaskovich,
Yay.
both of the Dallas Morning News. Now, you may be saying to yourself, wait a minute. He, baseball, she, food. What gives?
That's fair.
This is food.
Well, for some time, as things turn out, because they both have a very common interest in the food aspect of things.
Who doesn't like food?
Yeah.
This is food, like the guy says. But they wanted to do this, and we thought it'd be fun to get them on because, number one, they are both smart. Number two, they're both fun. And I'd kind of like to see guys like Evan wander out of bounds on, less terra firma from time to time. So that's what we thought we would do today. Have them in here and talk about food. And the main thing I want to talk about is this list they put together. The best burgers in Dallas.
We've eaten so many burgers. Like, I made a joke. I think I am a burger. I'm a cheeseburger. I don't think there's anything else in me right now.
Oh, there's some other stuff. In
Evan and I have been dining together for months now. So much. Like, we spent 2 hours together today, 3 hours on Monday, 3 or 4 hours on Friday nights with our spouses and some of Evan's family. So another reason why we're together today on this podcast, Mike, is because we have been spending so much time together eating food around town that we now only go places together, it seems, as the baseball writer and the food writer for the Dallas Morning News.
At this moment, I am oozing queso out of my pores. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, I mean, people ask me all the time, you know, like, is your job as fun as it seems? And the answer is absolutely yes. I will say, when we got to the end of the burgers list, I was not sure I wanted any more burgers for a while. And then I had one like 3 days later, like by choice.
Hell yeah.
Well, when we got to the end of the burgers list, on that particular day, we tried 10 burgers. Now, obviously, we didn't eat them all, and we didn't eat all of any one burger. But still, you tried 10 different burgers over the course of an afternoon, really?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 hours. It was a short amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
How many
It's a
how many
lot.
bites is a try, an attempt?
Oh,
A tasting.
no, more than, I think we had more than 2 bites of all those. I would say many.
Some.
Now,
Since we're not big on numbers
few.
here.
what did you guys? What did the mechanics of this look like?
All right.
Where did this happen at?
So
I mean, did you go from place to place?
we, on that specific day we did, but the mechanics of creating a best burger list is that there's a really big spreadsheet that we create that has places we want to go, gathered from our thoughts, other people's thoughts, research online, you know, the whole bit. It starts with the spreadsheet, which doesn't sound sexy, but then we get to eat dozens of burgers around town, and
That's
that
sexy.
is sexy. That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
But with each try, we make like copious notes. So we note what day we went and who went, both of us or one of us, exactly what we thought on each dish, the name of the dishes, the prices of the dishes, the details on the dish. Did we add jalapenos because they were an optional extra? Did we add a different kind of cheese? On the whole, we tried not to change anything about most of these burgers. And we just ate and ate and ate for most of the late spring and put out this list a few days before July 4th.
Right. And Sarah had done a list. She had done a couple of lists, right, early in the year, and I had done a couple of lists on favorite burgers. And so we had done a lot of research early in the year and then came back to it for this particular top 15. And it's just one of those foods in this town. And I think burgers pretty much nationally. Everybody wants to know, where's your favorite burger? Where's your favorite burger? So we thought it would be a great conversational list. We didn't rank them 1 through 15. We just had 15 on there, and pretty much everyone had a superlative that stood out for us on what made it one of our top burgers. And we talked about this a little pre-show too, right, Mike? We couldn't do all of the Metroplex. Fort Worth is going to have to be its own list.
Sure.
And it will be, guys.
And it would not want it any other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Suburban Burgers is going to have to be a separate list. All these burgers are in Dallas proper. So there's a lot more eating to be done, Sarah.
Burgers specifically, Evan. And now we're kind of on this Tex-Mex adventure too. The two of us sampled 5 margaritas today. 6? Oh, 6.
But who's counting? We don't. Numbers aren't big here.
Yeah, so we're going to be eating together once or twice a week forever.
So this is going to be our first dozen margarita show. Is that what this is?
I think so.
A half dozen, Mike. Only a half dozen margaritas
Well,
were sampled
6 and
today.
6.
Yeah.
6 and
Fair.
6 makes a
We-
dozen.
That's
Yeah.
good math right there.
I was
Well, we
telling.
each tried the same 6. So you can look again. We're not big on numbers here, so you can add it up any way you want. But
Neither
we
are
did
we.
have 7 on Monday and 6 today.
Man.
Yeah, we're. If I'm not a cheeseburger anymore, I am queso and tequila only. Yeah. But we had a ton of fun making this best burgers list, and then we did like a he said, she said. So one thing we decided, Evan and I have worked together on various things, but this was really one of the first big projects we double bylined. And, you know, the idea was we wanted a best burgers list. Evan knows a lot about burgers. Evan and I like to eat together, and I just thought it seemed more efficient and more user friendly to like work together on this. We have kind of different audiences when it comes to who reads our stuff. And so I love the idea of both of those audiences and tens of thousands of other people coming together to read a list about burgers, since we believe everybody loves a burger. And so the format is, it's like a he said, she said. He liked this, she liked that about a single burger. And so that was like a really fun way to do it, I think, as you try to understand both of our personalities too. Now, Evan, what was your favorite superlative on one of our 15 burgers? Do you have a fave?
Did I have a favorite superlative?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a favorite actual superlative because I'm more thinking of the actual burgers.
Right?
But the one thing that stands out for me more than anything else is the cheese on the Goodwin's burger. This melty American cheese sauce that Jeff Blaskovich describes it as, with a glorious patty that is just expertly cooked. That's my best burger taste in town. And when I think of a burger right now, I think of that picture because that cheese is melted and it's dripping off the burger.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a great Instagram moment.
It's in a very seductive way, a burger seduction.
Right. We came away with some burgers that did not feel sexy. That is a sexy burger.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite, the burger I dream about on this list, is the one at NADC, which stands for Not a Damn Chance. This is a small restaurant started by a chef that lives in Austin now, and he partnered with a professional skateboarder named Neen Williams.
And if you think the ball rider and the food rider is an interesting smash up, a chef and a skateboarder.
Totally. We're just making it work out here, right? Yes. And NADC, when Evan met me at the one in Uptown, there was no one there. It's an old 2-story house that used to be a bar on McKinney. And Evan said something to the effect of, "Do you think we're going to die in here?" And I said, "I hope not." I hope not, because we're not done with the burger list yet. It's not a nice looking place.
No, and you know, it was a hot Sunday in June. A very hot Sunday in June, and their air conditioning wasn't really working. They were open
I
air.
think the door was open.
So it was a little bit sweaty in there. But that was the other superlative that I was thinking about, because they're grilled onions. They're grilled onions on their burger, and then they were the one place that really did have jalapeno on their baseline burger. They've got some grilled, they call them tamed jalapenos, but it's just basically pickled jalapenos.
Yeah.
But that, with the way they grilled their onions, really stood out for me.
Yeah, that burger is, to me, great. It is smaller in size. It's one of those Martin potato buns they're just a little bit smaller. And it's a double with cheese with the tamed jalapenos and like a pretty great house-made burger sauce. But we can all make a pretty great house-made burger sauce, honestly, if you mix ketchup, mayo, and mustard and a little bit of pickle juice or some other things like that. But the combination of all of those things was magic to me. And I think one of the reasons I like it is because before NADC opened in Fort Worth, their first location in our area is in a comedy club in downtown Fort Worth, where the kitchen wasn't being used and they made no lease deal. They said, "We want to serve out of your kitchen, but this is not a lease," which is like not how restaurants work. And so I think that's really fun. And then they opened the one in Uptown, and they've expanded all over the U.S. But I think
this is where in Uptown?
It's on McKinney. You know where Cole converges by? There's an elementary school there called Travis, and it's that part of McKinney where it starts to go just one way.
Yes, it's exactly
okay,
where.
Okay.
There's a
where
little
McKinney is
convergence
going
in
one way.
Uptown.
Okay.
Yes.
Be that bar called the Playground.
Used-
I think it's right next to Standard Pork.
Yeah, standard pork.
Yep.
I'll have to look for it.
So anyway, the reason why I think I like this burger too is that they make a rule that restaurateurs are not supposed to make, which is they say this is the one menu item. The burger goes like this, and we think that you should get it like this. And like, yeah, they'll take off the jalapenos if you want, and they don't like make a thing of it exactly. But if you want to know how they want you to order that one burger, which is the whole menu, they want you to order it the way it is because they tried a bunch of ways. The chef is like, "I think I know what I'm talking about. This is the one." And that kind of, confidence is so staggering that I went in being like, there's no way that this one burger is that good, and I love it.
Now, I thought, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought originally it was Not a Damn Change.
And no, although I love that.
That it was
No,
never that.
it wasn't. Neen Williams' catchphrase is "not a damn chance."
Got it.
This is
Okay.
like a skateboarding thing he said.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
But that I took it like.
That's funny. I like "not a damn change."
And because when you wrote about it originally, you talked about like they didn't want you to make changes
Yeah.
to the burger. And so I was like, I was very anti that because I am the consumer. I want what I want. And so I walked in there with some degree of probably burger bias.
Yeah.
But I walked out of there really, really, really enjoying that burger.
Yeah. No, Mike, I have to ask you, since you have lots of thoughts about what goes on a burger, would you eat the NADC burger that I love so much? Would you leave the burger sauce with the mayo, ketchup, mustard mix?
Yeah, I would.
How about the jalapenos?
Yes,
Are
Yeah,
you
okay.
I'm in.
Okay, you're in. I love
Yeah.
it.
Are you a jalapenos guy typically on your burger? What's on your burger?
Normally just, straight up. But if somebody wants to put jalapenos on there, fine. I can do that.
Yeah, okay. Aren't you the no mayo guy, though?
No, I'm not a no mayo guy.
Oh, that's... Okay.
No, I like Miracle Whip, but if it's mayo, I can fight through that.
You can handle it.
I
Okay,
am
good.
I am Mr. No Mayo. I don't like mayo on my burgers. Now I
Oh,
like
wait.
burger sauce, but I don't like mayo or tomato.
Yeah, what I'm remembering now is that Evan doesn't like tomatoes. Oddly, we did not come across that many burgers with a big beefy tomato on them.
Thank
Sometimes
God.
I know.
Did you still
sometimes
eat it?
we would.
Or did you still eat the tomato, or did you?
No, let me tell you.
86 it?
No, let me tell you exactly how this went. Because I was like, we got to get it the way the chef wants to serve it.
Right.
This is how do you make a list and then go, well, I ordered this, but then I messed it up. I like
Yeah.
little respect for the people who made the food. And so we would get it exactly the way they came. And a few times, not that many times, if it had a tomato on it, Evan would just take the top right off and slide the tomato off to the side and put the top back on. And
Yeah.
then we would continue dining. So I had
Technically-
it the way I was
Yeah.
supposed to.
Technically, didn't modify the order.
And
Also,
then, right.
also for detail purposes, I may have if there was any of the tomato smut or
Right.
tomato,
You know when a tomato's been there
right?
because of what it leaves
Yeah.
behind.
Yes, I don't like that stuff. I love every version of tomato except raw tomatoes,
Oh, that's good.
and I don't want them anywhere near my burger.
But did you try to remove the smut, or did you?
Oh yeah, I
fight
removed
through
the
it?
smut.
Okay.
No, it's,
That's smut
it's too
out of there.
gooey for you, right? Is that
yeah,
a word?
yeah, it's too gelatinous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gooey.
There are two other burgers I think that we should talk about, and I hope everybody will go read this best burgers list on dallasnews.com/food. But each of us, Evan and I argued near the end in a polite way. And so we ended up picking two outside answers that became wild cards. We basically were like, okay, you can have that one, but it's not part of the main list.
But I'm gonna have my say too.
Sure. So my wild card is the smash burger at Chelsea Corner. First of all, I think that's a totally underrated restaurant. It is at McKinney and Monticello, in the north of Uptown area, but
Right.
not quite East Dallas. It's just on the wrong side of 75. But it's a bar. It's a brunch spot for my little kids. It's after church. It's a lot of things. But their smash burger is so killer. And in my family, we've started like ordering other food, and we'll get one smash burger and you can cut it. Some burgers you can't cut. This burger at Chelsea Corner, you can cut in half or even in quarters, and then everybody gets their own little crazy decadent bite. And it is that good that next time you go to Chelsea Corner, you have to get this Wagyu smash burger. And if you're not going to eat it all, share it with somebody.
Is it pretty? It must be pretty big.
It's big. I mean,
it's-
it's a meal. It's a meal. There's no
Okay.
doubt.
Totally. But I just find it to be really great. And then the other thing I like about Chelsea Corner is their drinks are also great because it's a good bar. But they have these little like wake me up shots. So it's kind of like a little bitty easier to drink espresso martini, and it comes in a shot glass. And so we sit down for burgers and we get a wake me up shot. You just toss it back. Tastes like espresso plus other yummy stuff. And then like here we go. So I think Chelsea Corner is totally underrated and had to be on this list.
And in all honesty, in full disclosure, there was some degree, as many burgers as we did, there were a couple of places. Part of the wild card thing was we couldn't get to every place together.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't been to Chelsea Corner. I have since been. It's certainly a contender for best burger. My wild card was Walker's, which just opened up on Greenville. And I loved it because it was a gorgonzola burger. And it didn't come with like blue cheese dressing on it. It came with melted gorgonzola cheese. And it added such a sharp saltiness and for lack of a better term, umami. And the onions were grilled great. The only thing that was funny about it was it has a very high top bun that made it look like it was wearing a top hat. But
Yeah.
That is a big top
Evan
bun.
sent me a photo and he was like, this has to make the list. And I was like, not that photo.
that,
Why is
my
the bun
photos
like
are
that?
so bad. But it's a silly looking bun, but it's a good bun. But the other thing about the Walker's Burger, and Sarah has since had the Walker's Burger,
Also liked it. Really liked it.
the meats, this is what what I came away with was, we've gone to this whole state, smash burger this, smash burger that. Everybody's got a Blackstone at home. They're making their smash burgers. Everybody wants to open a burger place. I came away from this much more valuing traditional burgers made with good beef,
Yeah.
in an artful
Right.
way. Because it's not to diminish the smash burgers. They're all delicious. I just think they're so hard to differentiate one from the other. And the few smash burgers that we did have on there, it was for me because you got the real laciness on the edges with a little bit of crispness, and you were still moist on the inside of the burger. I think that's the hard part of the smash burger to accomplish, and that is what Schmerger has done so well since they first landed here, and why I think they're the vanguard for the smash burger movement here. But I don't
Now,
crave
that's the only one
smash
I've
burger.
ever had, actually, is Schmerger.
Is Schmerger.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
Everybody's
good.
got a smash burger. Dudley's has a smash burger, and
Really?
it's good. Yeah, it's quite good.
A lot of restaurants want to do a smash burger now. I think my favorite smash burger on our list right now is from Skyrocket Burger.
That was a
And
good
there
burger
are
too.
several around town. There's one in Deep Ellum. The original is up north in like kind of by UTD at like Frankfurt and something else. And I like missed the turn twice because it's tucked behind a gas station in a strip center. And if anybody listening is trying to find a new to them smash burger spot and you haven't had Skyrocket, it's so good, and the menu is very simple. You pick 1, 2, or 3 patties. You cheese or no cheese. I added jalapenos to that one, but there's not like a shtick to this place. And so many of these
There's no
burger
shtick,
places,
yeah.
there's a whole theme and whatever. It's like, no, Skyrocket Burger, they let you build your burger and then they make you a really darn good burger.
Yeah,
and that goes a long way.
All the people that I heard from far north Dallas, and I've got some friends in Richardson, that had a real plurality of approval on that. That was one that multiple people suggested to us. I went to the one in Deep Ellum, and it's a really good burger.
Can't wait. Gotta go.
That's right.
We had a lot of good burgers. We had some burgers that were very unique. I know Sarah wants to talk about some regrets. So
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, not everybody can make the list, right? And that's like there I think some food writers, think that's fun, right? Like here's, the club and you can't come in kind of thing. I really kind of agonized over that because in addition to loving burgers and having more than 15 that were great, I also know a lot of these restaurant owners, or I know the neighborhood that they've chosen to open their restaurant in. And like I've said before, there's just a lot of respect for people who have these small businesses. And so my biggest regret is that Good Friend did not make the list. And it was really close. And I think they make a really great burger. And they make a killer sandwich across the street at Good Friend Package in East Dallas. And so I lost a little sleep over that one. And we decided to go with 1 or 2 others, but I still wonder if I whiffed on that one because I still take my family there to eat burgers and we'll continue to do that. So, anybody listening who hears that, it's not that it didn't make the list, it's that you should still go there because they make a really good burger.
So, and there are 2 regrets that I had. One is the angry dog. It was the first burger I fell in love with in Dallas.
Really?
And it's still a really good burger. And I don't know if they use liquid smoke on it or if they put an old trick that my dad used to do would put some instant coffee in the meat to give it a smoky flavor, and it really comes out good. But it's got that smoky flavor. Where it doesn't come up to me right now, where my tastes are, is I have gone more towards the burger sauce, right, than mustard, and they're kind of mustard heavy or mustard centric on the list. The other burger.
Wait, hold on. Before you go into the other burger, we got an angry email about Angry Dog from a colleague. And
can we out her?
We had
Do it.
I don't know. We had a lot of fun. She's
She's
wrote
written
the
a
funniest.
bestseller.
She has written a bestseller. Yes, our friend
that
and
be?
colleague Sarah Hepela, who writes High Profile. She was aghast that we didn't pick her favorite Angry Dog, and she's not wrong. She's not the only one
It's
who
a
was
great
angry
bar
about
burger.
it.
It really is. I mean, but the burger scene in Dallas is really, really good. The other burger that I felt bad about just because it was so unique and the place is so unique is Doda Burger, which is in East Dallas.
Yeah.
And it is a
Dodo
sushi
burger?
Doda.
Oh, Doda.
I heard Dodo.
Doda, and it is a sushi and burger place.
Whoa.
Which is worth like a pause for a second. Like what?
Yeah.
And they also have, and you order. First of all, you know, and this is not unusual, but you order off of a kiosk, right, off of a touch screen. But on that kiosk, they have and their burgers are Wagyu, and they're all very good. You have the burger. You have some sushi rolls, and then you have omakase for 14 people, $2,800. And
I love a menu that does weird stuff like that. I just think that's the
that
best.
was so cute. But they had a kimchi burger that I really liked. Sarah wasn't as taken with it. But it's I think the guys who own it are basically a sushi chef and his father, and the two of them are back there in the little kitchen making the food, and it's such a wacky, kooky little concept that I felt bad about leaving them off, and I would go back and eat their burgers again without a doubt.
Well, and we will update this list, or we plan to maybe once a year. So we'll have to go back to Doda. One more funny story about burgers. We added Hillstone's veggie burger to the list, which is gasp worthy because there's no beef here. And
How do you feel about the veggie burger, Mike?
ooh, yeah,
Never had one.
Never had one.
No.
may never.
You know, if I'm going for a burger, I'm going for a burger.
Yeah.
To me, a veggie burger is not a burger.
I feel you.
But that's just me.
I would highly recommend you go to Hillstone and for the veggie burger. I hate veggie burgers. I hate them. Sarah's a big proponent of them.
I like a well-made veggie burger. I think is so special because they're hard to do well. But if you do them well, that's a great sandwich.
But
Is
the
it supposed to
Hillstone-
taste like a typical patty, or is it?
There are so many
More
different kinds, right? Like I
veggie-ish.
think the black bean burger is the worst offender. I like a cashew lentil grains burger, you know, something that has like quite a bit of personality. The Hillstone burger has oats and what else in it?
It has black beans. It has oats. It has beets. I
right.
hate
Whoa.
beets. I hate beets. It has
Prune? That's what I'm seeing on the.
Yeah, it has either a date or a prune in it.
a date or a prune, and I don't. You know, my mother drank prune juice. I'm not eating prunes. Because if there's one thing I don't have a problem with, it's being regular in my life, and I can be proud of that.
Heard it here.
But this burger, it tastes.
There he is.
See, he just had to do it. I'm sorry. Evan.
He's regular. What do you want me to do?
I'm
I
regular.
didn't do anything.
It,
The microphone picked it up.
it tastes like a burger, and it is meaty like a burger. You
Yeah.
don't. It looks even like a burger because of the way they cook it, and I think they use a little bit of sweet soy in their marinade, so it
cannot
gets
imagine
dark like a
this.
burger. It is a
So-
fantastic burger.
The time and honestly skill that it takes to create this veggie burger every day is, in my opinion, way beyond what it takes to make almost any cheeseburger anywhere else. There's so many more ingredients and there's lots of dicing and whatever. Like if you really think about, you know, a lot of the cheeseburgers that we're eating is high quality beef and cheap cheese and a real good burger sauce like that. You can make a great burger out of that. And so Hillstone is doing all of the things in order to make this veggie burger great. What's really funny is when I was finishing this story, I called them to fact check the dates or the prunes, and I think I had another couple of questions. And the person who answered the phone, who had a high enough ranking title to answer the questions, I said, hey, I'm Sarah with the Dallas Morning News, and we're doing a burger list, and I just want to check that I've got these right ingredients because we talked to a bartender and they had mentioned them, and it's important to me that I get them right. And she said something to the effect of, we're not going to talk about our recipes with you. And she hung up on me.
Jeez.
And
Well, now.
I don't get hung up on a lot. I work in restaurants, and I was really nice. And so that's also one regret. I don't regret putting it on the list, but I do regret that I wasn't treated kindly.
Yeah.
When I was just about to put them on this huge list.
The Hillstone Corporation as
Yeah.
a company is a very secretive
That's
company,
right.
but the food at all of their restaurants is exceptionally high quality. I just can't, I can't deny that.
Did you call her back and give her a second chance?
No, I mean, I was so shocked, actually.
Yeah.
And so what we put in the story is what we know to be in the
I get
burger.
hung up on all the time, so I'm used to it.
But I wish we could have added a few more ingredients, but I couldn't be sure. I knew some, but I didn't know all. And so, I wasn't able to make the list longer. But that's all okay. They're worthy of being on the list. But we did argue over, does a veggie burger land on the list? And if so, which one? So I think we picked the right one with that Hillstone burger.
Well, now
Who's
you
the
need
biggest
to-
baseball name who is hung up on you?
It depends on the year.
Last 3-4 years.
Last 3 or 4 years, I've been on a pretty good run.
Yeah, everybody likes you now.
Now,
You
but see, now that it's a little bit different now. Nobody likes me.
No, they do. You don't rub anybody the wrong way.
The measure now is because you text everybody, right? So
Yeah.
you text everybody. You're not cold calling them, and like you'll just get crickets in response. So that's kind of the hang up. And yeah, I get that still frequently, and with no ill feelings one way or another. But every GM that I've covered here has done that. Every owner here has done that.
Even Doug Melvin.
Doug Melvin never hung up on anybody.
No, he's too nice a guy.
And when he was tired of the conversation, and in that Canadian accent, he would go, "Okay, gotta go now," and he'd hang up the phone. Because I
not
caught
officially
him
hang
one
up.
time. This was in '98 at the trade deadline in '98 when they made that trade they made the trades for Royce Clayton and Todd Stottlemyre.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And they
Tom
traded
Goodwin,
Fernando
or no?
Tatis, and I caught him in the hotel room in Toronto where he had been holed up. And I said, "Doug," and I started to ask him a question. He goes, "Okay, gotta go now." The one other time that I got hung up on that was funny was the Rangers were pursuing Prince Fielder when he was a free agent. I had gotten a tip that they were meeting with him and Scott Boras at the Four Seasons at Las Colinas. And so I just took a chance because I knew if I called him on my cell phone, there was caller ID. Nobody was going to answer. So I took a chance that I'd called the hotel and I'd asked for Boris's room. And sure enough, he wasn't registered under a fake name, and the phone rang and somebody picked it up. And I recognized the voice immediately. It was Thad Levine, the Rangers assistant GM at the time. And I said, "Oh, Thad." And he kind of took a minute for a second. It took a minute, and he said, "I'm sorry, my name's not Thad, it's Bruce." And he and we still laugh about that one.
Asking journalists who's hung up on them is such a good question. That's a good one.
Love those stories. All right, this is Sarah Blaskovich and Evan Grant, both of the Dallas. We don't have the iPad up there.
Oh no.
Oh my
boy.
God! All right, what do we got to do? What do we got to talk about here?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have more with them in just a second, but right now, you guys can relax
Yeah. Just chill out.
just for a tad, because it's time for us to stop down for the dreaded and feared mid-show read.
I might jump in if we're talking about Dudley's and their stuffed jalapenos.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, they are
Well,
so good. Yes.
feel free,
Yes.
because last night we were at Dudley's, And it's a place that we've done a good number of things there in these last few weeks. And if you like a good, cool, comfortable hang with good food, good beverages, TVs, and all the things that
That ticker. I love
oh yeah, the ticker. There's the ticker. All the things that a good sports bar should have, Dudley's has it. Right?
What I loved about Dudley's when I went in there for a burger tasting was they've got both walls are just banks of TVs. I think it was 33 TVs because I counted one in the back room. And, for the NCAA tournament, because I was in there in March, for the NCAA tournament, you can watch every live game. I really loved that. I know when we were here last time, Chef Eric brought the stuffed jalapenos, and they might be the best stuffed jalapenos I've ever had because they are giant. The bacon on the outside is really cooked and crisp, and inside you've got a lot of brisket. So you had those.
Yeah. I think there's
They
a
were
lot
fantastic,
of good
yeah.
food at Dudley's. I also, that corner of Knox Henderson is really interesting to me because you got Dudley's, and then next door you've got a new restaurant called Stay Darlin'. You've got a couple hat bars. You've got Tecovas across the street. Like, we got a little cowboy corner going on there.
Yeah.
It's chic, but it's cool. Like, it feels like, anybody ever ask you, like, where do you take out of towners to either eat or drink that, like, oozes Texas, but maybe doesn't feel like dumb? And you know what I mean? Like, you can take it too far at some restaurants around here, feeling like, well, I really hit them over the head with the Texas
not
thing.
hokey.
And I think these restaurants are, like, well designed, and they have good food, and they're, cool people hang out and drink there late at
And
night.
they're friends. The owners are friends. They know each other.
Yeah.
And so they're really great with each other, like recommending each other.
What I just
great.
liked about, because it's kind of a narrow, it's a narrow room, but there's nowhere where you are where you're not going to have a good view of whatever game you want to watch on there. Because I think it's banks of four and then they repeat, banks of four and they repeat, and so the room's narrow, and so wherever you're seated or standing, you've got a good view of all four screens. I was really impressed by that setup.
They've added a lot of screens since you were there.
Oh, is that right?
Way more screens.
Oh yeah.
A lot of screens, and we were on a giant screen that you can see from the front door.
It's like maximum screens in there now.
That's great.
They've really maxed it out. It is Dudley's. It is located on Henderson, just a little bit to the southeast of Central Expressway. If you need a good hang, it's a cool, comfortable place. Shoopy and I dig it. We think you will too. We go by there a lot and take your draft party there. If you're having a draft, they love draft parties.
They don't come to laugh when it comes to draft parties.
No, they don't come to laugh when it covers the draft. They're most serious about it in every way. They are Dudley's.
They'll serve you some draft at your draft party.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's right. They put the draft in the draft party. All right. This
And the
is-
IPA.
Yes. This is Evan Grant and Sarah Blaskovich. Both have been on the podcast numerous times now, especially Sarah. We always make it a point to touch base with her because she is on that food beat, and that food beat is an ever-changing scene, is it not?
It is, and we're just about to heat right up. We're before the state fair, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of the reasons why I kept showing up here for a while was because you want to talk about state fair food.
Damn right.
And we're getting ready. I'm a judge next week. So there are 15 finalists for the state fair. The state fair doesn't start till late September, but there's an event next week where we taste all 15 foods. It'll be the first time I've tried this year's crop. I should say food and drink, not just foods, because 5 are drinks and 10 are foods. But and then we'll see who the winners are on Tuesday at 2:00.
Nice. Do you have any idea?
Right.
Oh,
Wait, I want to ask her a question before we get into state fair because it's going to take forever to talk about the state fair.
Oh, and I don't know if we ask me if you want. We can get into it or not. I'm happy to.
Have you tried Punk Noir yet?
Have I tried Punk Noir? I have not. Punk Noir is
Stuff about it.
a 20-course dinner restaurant. I'll have to look up the price, but it's
You drive your car into
over $200. The idea was from the beginning that yes, you could drive your car into this warehouse. Unclear if that is how it ended up Like, I don't know if you can do that now that it's actually open, but that was the pitch before it opened.
Where is this?
It's in the design district, and like all of the walls are graffitied, and there's kind of this like, neon cool kid punk rock thing all going on. I have not had a proper 20-course meal there yet.
The whole concept, when I saw the photos, the whole concept did not do anything for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And
I don't want my car involved. I want my car involved when I eat at Keller's, not when I eat a
Sure.
20-course
Sure.
meal.
Well, the course number is a lot, and so I've certainly eaten 20-course Japanese dinners, omakase, but each of those courses is a single piece of fish, and sometimes there's even something smaller like a palate cleanser. So I cannot speak to whether you have to, roll yourself out of there or if the portions are so small. But the family that opened Punk Noir did so because they went on a family trip to 10 or 12 countries, big trip, and ate at Michelin-starred restaurants and came home and said, we can do that. And so that's why we have a Punk Noir.
And I'm not saying anything about being able to drive your car in there now. Like looking on the website and reviews and all that of just different.
It doesn't say it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of seem like
I think they might have walked that back.
Yeah,
That seems like that would be a health code violation.
probably.
Oh, would you like a smoked old fashioned? And the smoke will be from your carburetor.
Yeah, bad liquid smoke.
Do you like food and inhaling all
Exactly.
Yeah. And the remnants of your spare tire or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, it'd be interesting when you.
I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know when I eat there.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I saw it the other day and I was like, Sarah. gotta talk to
Yeah,
you.
love. Thanks.
Almost sent you a message.
You should have.
I want to take you back to Keller's because it's your favorite cheap food.
That's right. Keller's made our list.
Yeah,
It was our favorite cheap burger.
So, do repeat. I'm wondering, did you guys try the dairy at the same time? For the cheap?
Yes. So it's a good question. One of the things about this list that a lot of people ask is, I'm missing my favorite place. It's blank, right? It's Dariette, it's Angry Dog, it's Good Friend. It's one of those.
And for a lot of people, I know the hot one that we left off was Hudson House. That's got a cult
That's
following.
right. Its burger is very beloved. And the answer is, yeah, we've tried them all. All that we've said right here. I haven't eaten every burger in Dallas, but I feel
pretty
like I'm close. There are, and there are some we tried in the past, call it in the past year, and if we weren't crazy for it, we didn't go back again. But yeah, we looked at all those, and nostalgia is a really big thing, right? Keller's made the list, Dariette did not. Many people like one of those better than the other, but I think it's for about the same reason. I think it's because they have memories rooted in those places and in those neighborhoods, and that's beautiful. I don't know that you can make the argument that one of those burgers is superior to the $26 burger that Evan edged on the list at Walker's. Now, burgers shouldn't cost $26, not all of them at least. And so we wanted the range of pricing, but we also wanted to play on a little bit of that nostalgia. We have a separate list of 5 classic burger joints, and it is all the places that you could think of, that really deserve to be in a historic list.
Such as?
Such as Dariette, Keller's.
I had, when I did my favorites earlier, I had Goff's on there for the nostalgia. Now,
Yeah.
some of the nostalgia is gone since Harvey Goff is not behind the counter, antagonizing you and ridiculing you.
Yeah.
But
That was a lot of the fun.
that was a lot of the fun, unless you were,
On
you
the
know,
business end of it, yeah.
unless you were the 11th grader from Highland Park High School going in there asking for a milkshake, and he said, "Do you want that in a bag to go?"
How many golfs are there now?
He would. I don't know how many there are.
I know there's one up there at
Mockingbird
And
near
Mockingbird.
SMU.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I've eaten at, and I had a great burger there. And the thing about Keller about Goff's that would have put it on my list for me is it would have been really the only the char grilled burger that we had, and I like that. And when they are cooked to order. So that was a nostalgia one for me. I'd love to put Prince of Hamburgers on there, but Lord knows that's dear departed and gone for years and years.
Burger House is another one that we heard people feel sad that wasn't on our list.
And I know a lot of people who are Burger House stalwarts, and
it's not Evan Steele. I like Burger House more than he does, but I find the patties often to be too seasoned. They have that special seasoning, has a lot of salt in it, which we need that in a burger, but it can go a little too far. So for us, we started doing some, this is the hard part, right? It's like, okay, if Burger House and Darriette and Keller's are similar, and we think we have room for one inexpensive nostalgic burger, which one's it going to be? And so that was a single argument that was had over a host of, arguments over what do you vie for? And there were moments where I was like, this one I'm so passionate about, it has to go on. And there were some that he felt the same way,
And the number 5 at Keller's is really, it's a good burger. It's a good drive-in burger in particular.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, man. It's what, $5.95?
It's $5 and some change right now, but I remember when it was $2 and some change.
Isn't the cheeseburger still only $2? I mean, not the cheeseburger, the cheese.
I do think that the number 5 is one of the more expensive items, to your point, at $5 and something. Yeah.
But, the number 5. The number 5. I remember going to a Buffett concert at Toyota Stadium, right? And when Jimmy's going to sing Cheeseburger in Paradise, he flashes Keller's screen up there, and he's talking about the Keller's burger, because he's had it. And so it lives up to the history, and it is, like Sarah said, that nostalgia. Like you're at a drive-in, or you're at a place that your parents took you as a kid. And I think that's worth something for people.
Every time I go to a place like that, though, I worry that it's not going to be as good as it used to be, or as good as I remember it being.
And that's
no drop off at Keller's.
That's a fair thing to wonder. I don't find a drop off at Keller's. I think Keller's is still fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good enough for me.
I love it. Evan just exposed something that I don't think that we've really said out loud much, which is that in addition to being two people who really love food, we are two people who really love Jimmy Buffett. This is something that Evan and I come together on. My husband is a huge Jimmy Buffett fan, and when I met him in my 20s, he was like, I love to watch Texas A&M football, and I love to go to Jimmy Buffett concerts, and you don't have to do either of those things with me, but I like you, and I want you to go.
Aww.
And I was like, I really, really like parties. And Jimmy Buffett concerts are parties, and Texas A&M football tailgates are parties. And so I was like, I don't know anything about either of them. I didn't know about the football part. I didn't know anything other than Margaritaville, but I was like, I'll join you. And that was 20 years ago. And so now I'm probably just as big of a Jimmy Buffett fan. And I've seen Evan at a concert before, and we were just spinning Buffett vinyl over the weekend in our house.
Oh my God! I gotta tell this story.
That's something an old person says. Wow.
So, you've seen me at a Jimmy Buffett concert. And
no, I don't think I have.
You have, because it was at Fair Park. It was at that point in time we were still calling it
Jexa?
It was before Jexa.
Oh, Starplex?
It might have been Starplex. But it was
people in their cars are yelling the name right now because it has so many names.
I had just started dating Gina, and I took Gina to her first Jimmy Buffett concert, and Corby grabbed me and put me on the air and asked her an inappropriate question on the air. I'm not going to go back into it, because if I reveal that, she'll get mad at me.
Well, now I want to know.
I'll tell you off air. And so she hates Corby.
He's polarizing. What can you do?
Yeah,
he's the most polarizing figure in town. But so I did see you at a Buffett concert at that one. It was either 12 or 13. I think I've been to 8 Buffett concerts in town. I am right now more on a Springsteen kick.
Oh, really?
Than I mean,
You're
not being able to see Jimmy live anymore. I miss that, and the Springsteen stuff right now is just. I like the harder rockers that he's cranked out, and I was listening to Badlands on the way over here.
You're not going to see me at one of those concerts.
It's also the official. Springsteen is the official artist of baseball writers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just about every Gen ex-baseball writer that I know is a fanatic about
Totally.
Springsteen. Yeah.
Totally.
Besides, he wrote Glory Days.
Well, yeah.
Besides, he wrote Glory Days.
Yeah.
Like Kennedy is not
Had
a big
friend who
fan
was a
of
big
Jimmy.
baseball player back in high school.
Yep.
She's seen enough of that. Kennedy is not a Bruce Springsteen fan. She doesn't have Bruce on her top list, but yes, all the 50 and up somethings we gravitate towards Springsteen.
Yeah, if you're like us, man, you got to be card carrying.
We just recently had Kennedy on. Now we need to have her back on and ask her.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. We did.
Kennedy likes all music. I don't think she'd say
Yeah.
she hates Springsteen. She likes all music.
Just not into him as much.
I don't think it's her favorite artist. No.
Yeah.
Now, where does Leah fall on this?
Leah and I haven't talked music.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have not talked music with Leah because we're always in such different places. I know Kevin is a big Steely Dan guy. I know Kalashaw goes through phases, and it seems to get younger and younger. Because first he was a Springsteen guy, then he was a Radiohead guy, and now he's a Swiftie.
What?
Aren't we all?
Oh, my goodness.
He's a Swiftie.
Who here isn't?
Me.
Whoa, a lot. Oh.
I love
In fact-
Taylor Swift's music.
In fact,
I'm just
here's a very proud brag.
Oh.
I don't think I have ever heard a Taylor Swift song.
Be-
You have.
you have.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have.
You can't go
I,
to public and
I
not
don't
hear it.
think I have.
Julie literally did a whole segment of Taylor Swift songs.
So
Mike,
you,
we've seen you shake it off, Mike.
so you do not have the hot goss on her wedding either.
No, I don't have the hot goss on
No,
her
I
wedding.
don't. But I'm a fan.
But it was brought up by Izzy,
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
We had Izzy Stein on, who breaks down Steely Dan on the regular on social media. She's a wonderful singer and actress, and she brought up because you asked about
Yeah.
Garden.
And Sean is a big '90s rap guy, and you know Sean, like I've spent my whole career.
McFarland?
McFarland, yeah. And even though he was like born in 2000, but he also, I've spent my whole career like trying to come up with something, some gimmick that like would have some gravity to it. You know, throw a nickname out there, throw some kind of trend. Nothing. Sean's on the beat for 3 years. He has a conversation with Jake Latz. Jake is talking about, I need a walk-up song. He happens to be a 90s rap guy too. The next thing you know, Jake Latz is walking out to Mobb Deep, Shook
yeah.
Ones, and it was Sean's recommendation. And Jake is like citing him for this. I'm so put off by this whole thing.
Man.
It's traumatizing.
Man, I would watch that. That guy's out to get you.
He is not your friend.
We have a good team. The Dallas Morning News has had great baseball coverage for a long time, me
That's right.
witstanding. But yeah, Sean and I.
You the cause of it.
Yeah.
Please, before me there was Fraley. Before me there was Tracy Ringlesby. There was Tim Kirkjian. There was Phil Rogers.
Well,
there was Randy Galloway.
They're all great, and you keep it going.
Well, thank you. Hopefully we'll keep it going
you
a while.
right
longer.
in there. Don't
Thank
sell
you.
don't sell yourself short.
Yeah,
You ever-
Evan.
You have a Rangers question before we get out of here? You got one
Oh.
Rangers question?
God, I didn't know. I can't think of what it was.
We were gonna maybe ask about Mike Maddox being fired by the
Oh
Angels
yeah.
while the Rangers are playing him. Yeah.
So here's the thing I don't get. Like, I don't understand. Mike's a good pitching coach. And I said this on my live stream earlier today, that what he is great at is gaining the confidence of starting pitchers and giving them confidence. And that is an underrated skill. He is not a big technology guy, although he watches a lot of video. But the now technology is biomechanics and all the underlying metrics and those kinds of things. He's not big on that. And so, I don't want to say that the game has passed him by. It certainly hasn't. He's a productive guy. What I don't get, though, is I've not seen the affinity for a coaching figure in DFW that I see for Mike, even when he's gone. And I
I
think,
think I would agree with that.
it's well, he still lives here in the off season, and people see him around and talk to him, and he's got a really good, funny one-line delivery, and I think people warm up to that. But I think the Rangers have fine pitching coaches right now, and I think that Jordan Teagues and that group are a great next step for where this club is going. Teagues worked with Leiter, Rocker, Latz, Cody Bradford, all in the minor leagues. He developed that rapport and that relationship with those guys at an early age. And so I think he's positioned, and he is a superstar he's considered a young superstar in the pitching coach industry or sub-industry.
And he's come up through this organization?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I feel bad for Mike. Because I don't know that Mike will coach again. I think he wanted to get to 65. I was surprised a little bit that he took a 1-year deal with Anaheim this year, but maybe he wanted to get one more year in him. But Anaheim is a place where people go to fail. It's just what it is. I mean, it is. And this is why, if the Rangers miss the playoffs by one game, probably I will look to last night's game, Tuesday's game, as the single most frustrating loss, because they're playing the Angels, who have the worst record in the league, who just fired all of their pitching coaches, who were starting. And I don't want to make fun of Ryan Johnson. He's a Dallas kid, but starting a kid who was making, he's made a handful of starts. But he was clearly struggling in the first inning and looked out of gas on the mound, and they still can only manage 2 runs in that game. And that was just frustrating.
Yeah. Where's Teagues coming from? I know very little about him.
Well, he's Canadian, but he worked his way up through the Rangers system. I mean, he has worked at every level of the Rangers system, and I think Jordan's 38, I think. He's still a young enough guy, but what I really like is, you've got this marriage of a guy who already has a good relationship with what you think is the core of your rotation going forward. And you've got a guy who also is well-versed in biomechanics, in data, and speaks the language more and more. I mean, when you get pitchers now, particularly the college pitchers that come through, those SEC programs are all really heavy on data and biomechanics. And so those kids, like Leiter's fluent in that, and that's how he wants to be instructed. So it gives him a tool that I think makes him a really good fit. And it's, it is good to see a Rangers pitching coach that came up through the organization and who does have some roots here and some investment in these young kids.
I'm very frustrated with Kumar. Talk me down.
What are you frustrated about? What's your chief frustration? Is it are you frustrated about the fielding thing, or are you frustrated about the inconsistency?
Both of those things. And the main thing is, I just get the vibe off of him that he doesn't really love baseball.
He is a hard one to get to know, and I have struggled to get to know him. And the body language is not great.
Can be though.
If he was successful, then the body language would come across like he is intimidating. He's emotionless. And so I think he's got to find his ground. I think the biggest thing with Kumar on the pitching side is he's got to find confidence in a third pitch, because he becomes too predictable. And the Rangers thought they finally had a breakthrough with the changeup, which has become a splitter in the last couple of months, and last 3 starts, he's completely pocketed it. The fielding stuff, I thought after the incident last year where he didn't cover first base twice against Tampa Bay and then forgot there was a runner on third base and got sent down, I think he's really made progress from that. And I think he has, for the most part, covered first base really well this year. That was a bad slip up, and this is in a pennant race, and this is a team that doesn't have much margin for error. So it was a really bad look. What I will say is he took complete accountability for it after the game. And from my perspective, that's all you can do in the aftermath, right? Is take accountability for it.
Yeah.
We'll see how the next ground ball to first base goes, but it was a bad look, but I give him credit for saying it was a bad mistake.
All right, in closing, and in 5 words or less, question for each of you. Sarah?
Yeah.
the one burger we've got to get down on.
Pressure's on.
Right spot.
I know I
Start
like
thinking,
burgers
Evan.
so much. That's not my 5 words.
That was 7 anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because we haven't said it yet, the burger you've got to get down on is at Rodeo Bar in downtown Dallas.
Oh yes, baby. The Big Tex, right?
The best use
Oh,
of
man.
sneaky onions was our superlative. There were some caramelized onions hidden in that burger that were to die for.
Is that a concurring that we hear from you?
That's a well. Is that my question too?
Yeah, that's your question too. I
Give the people something
I
else.
prefer a different answer. But if you got to concur, you got to concur.
Well, I will say this.
You got to do this one.
Yes. But no, I'm gonna give 2.
Oh,
You can't do that. It's 5 words.
I don't care. Rules don't apply to me.
I respect
The
it.
neighbor.
Forward numbers.
Yeah.
It's not like
We don't care about numbers
Yeah.
here.
it's not like we're going to call the police on you or anything.
I tried to play by the rules.
Neighborhood
y'all.
services. Yeah, I know, but I'm
that
a
got
rule
you.
breaker. I'm a renegade. You can tell by
He is.
neighborhood services. Since they opened in 2008, that burger has always been a premier burger. And again, it goes back to the same thing: quality meat, quality ingredients, perfectly cooked. You know, and they serve it presented already sliced in half, so you see a nice, juicy, hot center. And we've done just about every family event that you could have at neighborhood services. That's where I got engaged. That's where I had my rehearsal dinner. So that burger was always available at those events. Secondly, I have to mention Rodeo Goat, since Sarah jogged my memory. Rodeo Goat, especially since, not everybody has a burger named after them, even if it's a seasonal burger.
I don't have one named after me. I'll just put that out there.
Named
Yeah.
after you, Shoopy?
No, not me.
I don't either.
No.
But the Evan Grant burger, when it's around during baseball season, is fantastic. And it's the one in the design district is my neighborhood go-to. And whether you have the Royale with cheese, I think they've got the best menu of burgers because they've got like 14 varieties. But the Royale with cheese is a classic. Right now, the Bodacious is a favorite. It's got jalapenos on it, grilled fresh jalapenos, onion strings, and bacon. And then they have a new burger called that they came up with some collaboration with Levi's, and they have this blue jean burger that has blue cheese on it.
Oh,
And it's
fair
got I don't know how Shannon Wynn did this with Levi's, but they've got this collaboration with Levi's, and it's a really good burger.
That's the weirdest collaboration I've ever heard.
What can I say? But it's my
They
neighborhood.
replace the meat with denim or what?
Or like you gotta
Yeah, it
put
comes
on
in a
new
little
pants.
denim pocket.
They give you a pair of pants afterwards. I would love that actually. I think Levi's are good jeans. While we're on it,
But that's my neighborhood spot, and I love the folks over there. I love the location, and they have a great queso too, which we are going to try.
yep,
I have a question.
yep.
Did you consider or worry about chains that might not be consistent in every location?
Yes. So much worry about so many things to answer that. Yes. And if we picked a place with more than one location, we thought about whether the other ones were good. There's not a lot of chains on this list.
And to me, they're all micro chains where you can manage quality
Right.
control pretty well, right? I mean, I think you run into that more when you get into Whataburger or In-N-Out, although In-N-Out does a great job with quality control.
Also, a fast food burger, the Shake Shack burger is the best of the fast foods in my opinion. Better than In-N-Out, sorry. And eons above Whataburger. And I said it here. I'm sorry about
the
it.
In-N-Out burger remains the standard for all fast food burgers, especially when you ask them to do it animal style with no tomato.
I gotta say, In-N-Out in Texas is nothing like In-N-Out in California, and I don't eat it here.
I had
believe
it
that.
yesterday.
Nice.
We said we were going to stop eating burgers, and here we are eating
It's
burgers.
a sickness.
The one qualifier on what you just asked is there were chefs who have multiple restaurants and multiple concepts, and we did want to limit it that each chef got a burger, but not.
Everyone.
We didn't put Alamo Club and Goodwin's on.
Yeah.
We didn't put National Anthem and
Neighborhood services.
yeah. What's the Brass Ram? We didn't put Brass Ram on there because we wanted one burger and we wanted to get mass representation for chefs who were working on these burgers or mom and pop places. So that was the one qualifier on that. But in terms of quality control, I don't think we went anywhere that's got outside of Rodeo Goat's got like 11 locations.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I have one more question.
Okay.
Because I can't believe that he did not ask it.
Uh oh.
But Herbie's.
Uh-oh.
I've never heard of Herbie's. And I want to know about this taco cheese thing.
Oh,
All
the
right.
chopped cheese.
So,
Are you familiar with the chopped cheese?
I'm not not familiar. I mean, I read this article when it came out.
Thanks.
So, but I was so puzzled.
So
With
let
the
me.
little taco-looking thing that you had in the photo.
totally.
So you tell them how we got to the chopped cheese, and then
Yes.
I'll explain the whole chopped cheese thing.
Sure. So we went to Herbie's to eat their smash burgers, and I think Herbie's is a great restaurant, and I've loved their smash burgers. In our experience more recently, their smash burgers were a little bit sad looking, and there were just other smash burgers in town that were inarguably better in our tastings. And so, we went all the way there, and I was almost sure it was a contender for the list, and then the smash burger just didn't hold up. They were doing a chopped cheese, and I made sure it wasn't a special, because that doesn't help, right? If I tell you that there's something great at a restaurant and you're like, cool, I can only go every other Tuesday or
Right.
only in March or something, right? And so they had this chopped cheese that they've put on the permanent menu, and we ordered it like totally on a lark. And Evan and I, tried the smash burger. We're like, oh gosh, I thought that was going to be better. And then we got into the chopped cheese, and we both were like, whoa, this thing is so good, but it is absolutely not a cheeseburger. So
No,
it's like, what do you do with that? It can just go off the list, right? It's maybe not that much different than just ordering something else and being like, oh, that's a side thing that we're eating. But it's burger meat in there. And so we loved it. So Evan, what's a chopped cheese?
So yeah, a chopped cheese is more of a Philly, New York thing, and so it's it is basically chopped up lettuce, chopped up ground beef, a lot of chopped cheese, and ours had jalapeno. And I don't know if jalapeno is a regular on the New York Philly run. So that was the twist that made it
Well, and in a
interesting for me.
hoagie, so it doesn't.
And it's
look,
always served in a hoagie.
It doesn't
roll.
look like a
Do you eat it
cheeseburger.
with your hands?
It
or-
doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
you pick it up just like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah,
Because it's in a hoagie, but it literally, like in the photo, I was like, is that
it's like if it,
Right.
it's like if a cheesesteak and a burger had a child. That's basically what it is.
But this thing
It's all
at
chopped up,
Herbie's,
yeah.
you gotta go and try it. It was so delicious, and then it had well, we might be funny about lettuce right this second, but it had this really beautiful, like thicker, leafy green. So you got the crunch from not shreddus, but a piece of lettuce. The texture on it was just really really beautiful, and we were blown away
Yeah.
by it. It was like from the first bite, I was like, oh no, we got to figure out how to put that on the list. And so we added it as a bonus. So I'm not, those of you out there who are like, a chopped cheese is not a cheeseburger. I know that, but we decided it belonged because of the ingredients are a cheeseburger.
It came also after this conversation we had. Sarah's a big patty melt person. She loves patty melts. And we
do.
were like, does patty melt qualify? Well, yeah, patty melt could qualify, but then we've got to try a bunch of patty melts because there are a decent number in town. This was so unique to Dallas, this chopped cheese, that we thought this makes for an interesting, unique category all to its own.
Yep. So Herbie's is in Oak Cliff. If anybody wants to go, just check their hours because they can be a little funny on which days they're available. But
We're in Oak Cliff.
I'm a fan. Elmwood.
Oh, yeah, Elmwood. Okay.
Yep. Highly
That's a
recommend.
nice little area. I like Elmwood.
We have one question.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Do the
Oh, is
burgers?
this from the masses?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
Masses.
Edgefield,
What?
Herbie's.
Edgefield.
What's the question?
Oh, I said Elmwood. Well, now I'm worried I don't have
I
that.
think it's on Edgefield.
Okay.
I think it's. I think.
Sarah's got to go.
If I said Edgefield, it's Edgefield.
Okay.
No, the question is the burger at the place, is it cooked anywhere where it can touch fish, and do they put soy in it?
The answer to this person's questions is I don't know. I would guess that there is a soy like product involved, and I don't know about the cooking arrangements.
I would guess.
So-
I mean, the kimchi burger, I would probably think has some soy added to it. I think when you're talking about a sushi place and you're talking about sushi chefs, there's probably not any cross contamination. Would be my guess. I mean,
It's a good guess, but
I think it's more an issue of this person having fish touch their food
yeah,
because they don't want fish.
but yeah, I mean, it looked like
not sure, to be really honest.
that little tiny kitchen.
Who asked that question, Mike?
That little tiny kitchen looked very, very clean. So I don't know, but I don't think there would be any touching of the spicy tuna to the burger.
Well, I mean, the majority of the fish is going to be raw.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And the burger's
like
cooked.
grilled
It's
eel.
not a sushi burger, it's a cooked burger.
Yeah. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
All right. She is Sarah Blaskovich.
Hi, guys.
He is Evan Grant.
Yay.
They are both of the Dallas Morning News. They are two of our favorite people on the planet.
Thanks, guys.
Damn right.
And it has been wonderful having both of you on. It's wonderful having you on separately or together. We'll take you however we can get you. Thanks very much for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having us again. Thanks for entertaining us on burgers. I hope we didn't bore anybody.
Nah.
Nah, I don't
We had a
think
good
so.
time.
Good topic.
I don't think so. All right, that is it for little YDC today. Thank you, Shoopy. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Becca. Thank you for being by the channel or whatever it is you're by out there. Remember, we would love it if you would share us on your social media. Get us out there. Spread the words. Tell a friend. Whatever that thing you do is, do it for us. And we will keep doing this for you. Till next time. Bye.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.